What's going on, guys? KnivesShipFree here, coming at you with another video today. So today I want to do another knife review overview. And before we get into today's video, y'all remember to give me a like, leave a comment. At the end of the video, there'll be a little subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and check out the other video I'll have linked. I will link this knife as well as a lot of other links down in the description of this video. When you use those links, it does help my channel and I greatly appreciate it. So now let's flip this camera around and get into today's knife review. Okay guys, so we're going to be going over the Berg Blades Sweeney. This knife is fantastic. Spoiler alert. But before we get into all my thoughts and everything, let's go over the materials. Now, the Sweeney comes in multiple different handle and inlay choices. So, there were many. Now, these are harder to come by. As of recording, he still has a couple of versions on the BergBlades website. So if you would like one, I say go and grab one while you can. Now, this version right here is titanium with the Ultim inlays. I know a lot of people don't like Ultim. I'm a huge fan. That's why I chose the Ultim. And I love the way this one looks. So you got a milled titanium pocket clip. It is basically a bolster style lock because the inlays cover most of the frame, but you do have a very large, generous bolster up here. Alright, titanium back spacer. The clip is not reversible. Of course, you've got the inlays depending on your choice. The titanium bolster part, and then you either have the deployment hole or the front flipper. Now, on the front flipper, it does have really nice fine jimping that works very well. Now let's check out this blade. This blade is a nice drop point with a swedge. Nice belt satin. It is in 20 CV, which is a phenomenal steel. It's basically for pocket knives as long as it's hardened to the correct HRC, and this one has been phenomenal in my testing. That belt satin, almost full grind that goes all the way up, just makes it a very slicey knife. Very thin, very slicey. The action on this knife is super smooth. Great action, whether you're using the deployment hole or the front flipper. Works very well. Very nice and smooth on the deployment. Now, with this being a drop point, you have very multiple uses with the blade. You can use the tip for your piercing. Now, you do have to go up a little bit to use that tip, because it is not the lowest drop point, but it's still not nowhere near vertical. And then you can use this belly for your draw cuts, and then your power cuts, whether you're back here or if you're choked up on this little flat behind the choil. Either one, very comfortable in hands, and you can use almost the full length of this blade for your power cuts, because the belly is not tremendous until you get more to right around this area. So I have medium-sized hands. Back here, I still get 4 full fingers with room left on the handle. Choked up into this flat position, I have a lot of handle left. So your XL gloves are not going to have a problem with this this knife at all. Great action, thin slicey blade, great materials. Love the aesthetics and design. Now, I do know they make a mini Sweeney, and I think the mini Sweeney would be probably even more my style, because I do tend to prefer a little bit smaller, a little bit more medium size knives. Love this knife. So if I ever get a chance to grab a mini Sweeney, I will probably grab one, but this one is still phenomenal. Let's do some size comparisons so you sort of get an idea of what the regular Sweeney's length is. Let's see here. Against popular knife, the Vosteed Raccoon. As you can see, it's just a little bit longer in the handle than the Raccoon, and a little bit longer in the blade than the Raccoon. Let's compare it to the Monterey Bay Knives Pincer. A little bit shorter in the handle than the Pincer, and a little bit shorter in the blade than the Pincer. And then the Kaiser Militaal. Militaal is definitely longer in the handle and a little bit longer in the blade, but not by much. If you look sharpened blade length to sharpened blade length, line those up, you can tell the Militaal has it just a little bit and everything over the Sweeney. So the Militaal is just a hair larger than the regular size Sweeney. And this is the comparison that I like to do the most, because these are harder to get and everything. The Militaal is definitely more accessible to get. Now, you are still looking at really good materials, really good build quality. You're looking at more premium materials, more premium build quality, but still very close. This one is a very smooth action. Opening hole, front flipper, both work really well. This super smooth action, opening hole and front flipper. So if you are looking at these two knives and you love your Militaal, but you wish you could get just a little bit more refined, a little bit more premium, a little bit step up from the Militaal itself, the BergBlades Sweeney is the knife that you want to try to grab a hold, especially while you can. The similarities are very similar overall, but you're just getting a little bit more polished gem with the BergBlades Sweeney over the Militaal. Now, the price is higher than the Militaal, which everyone should expect, because if you're going up in materials and you're going up in manufacturing quality overall, you're going to go up in price. So I say you can't really go wrong with either, but if you want a little bit more premium version of a very popular knife, this is the knife that you would want to gravitate to. I love this. Matter of fact, this is my own personal Sweeney. Just like that was my own Militaal, this is my Sweeney. I have added it to my collection, and it is one of my favorite knives. I grab it often. It's just well suited for just about any and all of your EDC tasks. Now let's flip this camera around and wrap up today's video of the BergBlades Sweeney. Okay guys, so what do you think about the BergBlades Sweeney? Fantastic knife. I cannot recommend this knife more. Premium materials, awesome styling. The looks of it is just fantastic. The action is phenomenal. Whether you like the front flip or whether you like to use the deployment hole, any of it, it is a fidget monster, besides being a super versatile and very useful EDC knife overall. I would like to know what you think about the Sweeney as well as any Berg Blades. What other Berg Blades should I try? I would love to grab a mini Sweeney, but haven't been able to yet. Hopefully I'll be able to. But besides those, what's your favorite Berg Blade? Y'all let me know. Check out the links in the description. It'll be linked to this, so you'll get all the specs and you can grab one while you still can, as well as there'll be other links and other ways to help the channel. If you use those links, I greatly appreciate it. Y'all, give me a like, leave that comment, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Check out this video. I think you might like it. Follow me on Instagram at Shield Arms. Y'all be safe out there. I'm King Raven, and I'll catch you in the next video.